Hello everyone, so today we're doing Renekton versus Darius. First, I'm gonna go over the runes. And in the runes we have Press Attack again, then we're going for Triumph, Tenacity, and Last Stand. Tenacity is because if you ever get slowed by him, you want to be able to get away as fast as possible. And in general, it's just good in the late game against other champions. You won't need the Alacrity against the Darius, so I think that one is useless. And for Last Stand, you're very likely to be low on health when you're fighting him, and you'll most likely proc Last Stand more than you'll proc Coup de Grace. However, you can go both of those. And then in the second tree, there's two options here. You could go Resolve, which is second win, and Bone Plating. The reason Resolve is very good against Darius is because second win keeps proccing of Darius's passive. So every time he attacks you, you're going to keep healing and healing and healing. So second win is extremely good. If you want to be greedy and you have the stronger jungle matchup compared to the jungler, then you can still go Celerity and Scorch because you have a higher kill potential on him. So it depends. Do you want to play it safe or do you want to play it aggressive? Both of those two works. I don't think it matters which ones you take. It just depends on your jungler. If you have a weak jungler, go for Resolve. If you have a strong jungler, go for Sorcery if you want to try and kill him. But if you have a strong jungler, you want to play around bot lane or mid lane, or you just don't really want to play around top or yourself, then you should always go Resolve. Now let's get into the game. So it's a very specific way to play this matchup. A lot of people don't know it. In this game, I don't think I have a particularly strong jungler. There is a small kill potential, but my jungler doesn't have much damage. So unless Darius is hurt and he's low on health, it's going to be difficult to kill him. It's possible, but more difficult because the second he gets 5 stacks, he's very terrifying. Now, the enemy jungler, not the greatest ganker. Yasuo is okay, but he's not the greatest. However, if I'm pushing in this matchup, I'll die to every gank. Darius hooks me in, Yasuo chases me down, there's no way to escape it. So we gotta look at what we wanna do. We don't wanna push this matchup. Now, my guy is starting bot side, their guy is starting bot side. I don't know this yet while I'm in game, but I'll see that the second Darius moves top if he does it early. If he doesn't do it early, I won't know. So let's see what he does. He's moving top, let's see. Relatively early, he's top relatively early. He definitely didn't pull, you can know that, because it takes more time to walk top than he used. So what you want to do here is, you can take small trades with him here and there, but your main goal is to get level 3. If he hits you, you want to hit back. It's pretty obvious, right? He hits you, you want to hit back, you want to try and farm, and you just want to take this a little slow while trying to farm, and you do not want to push. I see I hit him, I run away, I use his bone plating, and I'm getting out of there. Now, you have to be careful about his level 2 here. I'm going up because he's not level 2 yet. I'm trying to farm the creeps quickly before he gets level 2. Once he's level 2, I need to be careful of his hook because I'm level 1 still. He could do a lot of damage to me before I get my level up. And I just want to play it safe till I get my level ups so I can E away if he hooks me, which I would get from that one creep, so I was safe. And then we just keep playing it passive for now. Both the junglers could be ganking top. One thing you want to do, if Darius misses his ability, for example, he's Q as you just did, you want to go in, you want to trade with him, he's an ability down, you have the advantage, you will win the fights. This is something unfortunate that happened in this game. My jungler goes in on him because he's kind of hurt. We can't reach him, we can't kill him, so I'm just like, no, we don't even need to do anything here. Just back off. I'll take a lot of damage from creeps, I will lose creeps by going here. This is not a good situation for us. And they could counter gank us, because we know that jungler star bot side too. Jungler went greedy. I'm gonna try and help him. He turns. He thinks, oh, we have to turn. I don't even have my stun yet, so this is a terrible situation for us. I'm getting level 3 in a second, so I want to see if I can go and help them. I got level 3. I want to try and stun, help him out, and see what I can do. Which was a big mistake from me. So what I should have done here is, the stun is okay. I think that's fair to try. But the mistake is that I'm actually greedy in this situation. What I should do is instantly stun and E away. Just get out. Stun, get out. That's okay to do, because I'm trying to save my teammate. However, what I do is I stun, auto, and then I try to get out, right? And the problem is now I'm dead. Now I'm dead. The one way to trade with Renekton, I'll go over the combos for you guys. So, if you have a 50 rage, this is the greedy option. If you have 50 rage after your Q, then you can do E in, auto, QW. However, that means you need to have 50 rage after your Q. So when you're using W, you need to have 50 rates on the W. Which means you would have something like 35, you E in your Q, then you get W. Depending on how many creeps there are. That's a very risky thing to do. It's the risky thing. Generally, I wouldn't recommend it. And also, if you do that one, it's important. Then you E in on the Darius. See, you're using this creep. You E in from this side. Let's say you're down here, because it's easier to visualize then. You're on this side, he's on this side. You E in onto him. It's important you land right in front of him. Auto Q, 50 rates, W, E out. Now, the safe option is simple. E in, QW, you need to Q first, then W and E out. It's very important you never W, Q, and out. Because the second you do that, let's say you E in from this direction, you W him, you stun him, then you Q, and then you try to E out, he's going to pull you back in, and you're dead. Or you're going to take a lot of damage, you're going to flash, you're going to be in a bad situation. You want to make that combo very specific. It's like playing World of Warcraft. I assume a lot of you guys played World of Warcraft or other MMOs. You go onto a website, you learn the tactic, you learn exactly what kind of sequence of abilities you have to use, and you perform it every time to kill the boss. You mess up, you die. It's the same thing here. It's not a super skilled matchup. It's just an ability sequence, spam it over and over, keep doing the right thing, don't mess up, and that's how you play this matchup. If you compare to like Aurelia versus Fiora, which is a super mechanical intense matchup, then this is way less mechanical intense. Anyways, let's keep going. So this is obviously terrible. I die as well because he had 5 stacks. It means he applies it instantly and does a disgusting amount of damage. Let's see how much he does. Oh, it doesn't even say. He does a disgusting amount of damage with that. You just generally never want to fight that. So I'm TPing bad here. I still have flash. I'm very safe. He can't do anything. I'm much stronger than him. He will have to back off if we fight each other. I'm going to do damage to him. It's a little bit. I'll get out. And then I'm just trying to farm a little bit here. Now, the thing is, I'm in a terrible position because we both died. But if you know the right way to play this matchup, it's not a problem. Most people don't know how to play the matchup, which is why they often end up being in a shitty situation. They end up, oh, I died once. I'm going to feed now. I have no idea what to do. I'm going to mess up. Imagine right now, I'm going to go fight him. I E in, then I W, and then I Q. I will take so much damage. I'll be fucked. So if you don't do the right pattern of E, Q, W, then you'll just keep getting destroyed and destroyed and destroyed. And it's not going to be good for you. So it's very important you learn the right combo, which I'm teaching you now. And then this matchup is going to be so much easier. Because a lot of people struggle with it. This is one thing, right? This is a place where you can do W first and then you can Q if you want to. You can also auto Q W, whatever, it doesn't matter. If he hooks you first, that's fine. That's a good trade for you. You don't mind that. That's a good trade for you. It's exactly what you want him to do. I know the trade didn't go in my favor, but if you look at the items, he got more items than me, and he had bone plating. So of course it's not going to go in my favor. However, the next one will. I raise now too. I could start playing aggressive on him if I wanted to. I don't really feel the need to because he's ahead of me. But again, he messes up. He uses his Q. If you dodge his Q by staying right outside the range, you can always go in and trade with him right after. I could have done a bigger trade with him, but I thought it was unnecessary. But I could have. Also, one thing to note, Darius' E is a super long cooldown. So every time he uses it, misuses it, you need to start abusing him. Look, I'm not really that afraid of him. He's ahead of me. I'm not that afraid of him. This is a big mess up, though. That was a really big mess up from both of us. I E in behind him, and then we trade. I can't do that. You need to try and land right in front of him so you can quickly get back out. He could actually have hooked me with that and done a lot of damage. I do believe his E was in cooldown, because I'm counting the cooldown while I'm in game. So I do believe that was the case. But regardless, that was really greedy. In general, if it wasn't on cooldown. Now let's look what happens. He's gonna base. And this is actually, surprisingly enough, right? You look at the early game, this game looks terrible for us. This game is one of the games where I dominated. I ended up being 11-3 or 11-4 or something like that. And that just shows the laning phase. The early laning phase can go wrong. You can mess up, you can have bad plays. He can get fed, your jungler might mess up your lane. There can be so many things that happens. But as long as you know how to play your lane, you're not going to be in a terrible position. You'll still be okay. So at this point, back to what we talked about in the beginning, you don't want to push. If I push, I will always die to ganks. We don't want to push. We want to play it safe and nicely, and then we want to just take it chill. So I'm trying really hard not to push. He gets me in. I can just easily E away. I take 3 hits, 3 stacks if he's passive. It's not that bad for me. I obviously have a base disadvantage right now, so he's going to be winning every fight. I got to be careful. I'm almost 6. I know he's almost 6. I'm thinking he's looking to kill me right now. I know I have flash, so I know I'm fine, but he's looking to kill me. So I'm being very careful. I'm almost 6 though. Once I'm 6, he cannot kill me. So, I'm going to walk up for this minion. I'm not going to go take it. That's greedy. But I'm going to get XP, staying in XP range. I'm 6 now. I'm not that afraid of him anymore. But I still don't want to get killed. The problem here is they could potentially die me. If Yasuo comes top, there's a die potential. So I want to see if I can push out the creeps as much as possible. That's why I'm constantly trying to move up. Because if he goes too far back, I'm going to hit these creeps. I want to damage the creeps down so there's less creeps for a tower dive. Or potential tower dive. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm just trying to clean out the creeps as much as possible. Always being greedy. And then he messes up his abilities twice. I should go on him here. I don't know if I do. I do actually end up going on him, yeah. And that's because he messes up his abilities. E on cooldown. Q on cooldown. He can't trade me. He can maybe do a W, but who cares about that? That's a pretty good trade for me. I know he doesn't have E because it's a long cooldown, so I'm just trying to be up in his face and doing some damage. I know my jungler's around now. And this is the important thing, right? It's very important to keep hitting your opponent whenever you get the options. Because, for example, even if you're behind, maybe your jungler's around at one point. And maybe your jungler's gonna gank. Maybe you get the potential for a comeback. Because you actually make those logical and smart trades constantly, even when you're behind. And those smart trades can actually get you ahead. This I messed up a little bit. I can still get out, but I messed that up for sure. I saved my W, so I could always get out there. But I messed it up by not instantly stunning him and getting back out. However, I did take him low on health, which is great. He is going to go... I don't know what he's going to do here. I'm just going to be farming. Waiting for maybe a jungle gank, maybe something. Going to take his ward. He's healing up. That's fine. I can't do anything about it, so that's okay. And I'm just going to keep farming here. As per usual, farm. Wait for the jungle. Keep the trades logical. Like you see, in Q, W out, run. Right? Like E out afterwards. And then the trade is good. I do damage to him. He's low on health. He's being greedy. I'm trying to base and bait him in. Because the second you're basing, people are like, I need to stop him. I need to kill Renekton. The only reason I'm baiting there is to bait him from a jungler because I see him coming up. And that means, oh, he's going to go try and stop me. He took a tower hit. He's very far up now. He can't run anymore. And because of the earlier trades, he's low on health as well. He just flashed. I get behind him so he can't hook both of us. And he's dead. The reason I get behind him is very much because he can hook me in. This guy's going to CC him. Or he hooks him in and I'm going to CC him. He's going to take a lot of damage. We don't want to be on the same side while fighting him. Because that just disrupts both of us, right? He hooks us. We can't do anything for a little bit of time. It's better to be split so you can only do that to one person. Because he's not going to miss it. Let's be real. Okay, maybe he has some elos. But mostly he's not going to miss it. Try to be in 2 different positions. That way you will do more damage. And now we're actually not behind anymore. Let's look at how it's going. Let's just look at the differences. So gold-wise, we're behind, 600 gold. Let's look at the XP. I'm actually ahead now. You see, such a small thing. Just keep on playing the lane correct. Keep on doing what you gotta do. And you will slightly get ahead slowly. Even if you get fucked early game. And that's the beauty of it, right? It's all about knowing the matchup. It's all about knowing what am I supposed to do? How do I play this? What can I do? What opportunities do I have to do damage to somebody who's ahead of me? And if you're ahead, what opportunities do you have to do damage to him if you're ahead, right? See, same trade all the time. E in, QW out. 250 damage. That's a lot of damage, right, for one trade. While he's using bone plating. Without bone plating, it would be a lot more. Yeah, I know he healed up. I know he got a level up. I know he's using potions. It's not going to matter. But next trade is going to be great. Because now he doesn't have bone plating anymore. And that's the key thing to do. Also, the item I'm looking to go for in this matchup. I should have touched on this earlier. I'm sorry. The item I'm looking to go for is Ninja Tabbies. Super good. You're against an 80 champion. You're against an 80 champion in the jungle as well. Ninja Tabbies are great. Then I want to go Essence Reaver. If you have Essence Reaver, you should win every single 1v1 against the Darius. And a lot of Darius don't know this, which means you have the option to drag or to pick up a lot of free kills. And picking up those free kills, who doesn't want extra gold, right? Anyways, let's look at the lane now. Should be going good for me. I trade him. You see, Bam. 600 health use missed now. 550. And if I just keep doing this, I will win this lane super easy. And this is a high elo game. Or high ES at least, right? If you go into lower elos, most Darius, they won't have any clue how to play this matchup. They're just gonna be like, oh, you know, and you're just gonna play this the way I taught you, and you're gonna win every time. Sorry, that was my alarm. You're gonna win every time. And if you mess it up, that's okay, you know, because you're practicing. And now I'm actually in a good position. I'm getting ahead. He was low while getting into that fight. I was almost full. And that's the beauty of it. He was down 500 plus health. I was down like 200. If you can keep trades like that, even then your team needs you and you get into fights with the team, you're going to be stronger. Anyways, guys, I think that's it for now. That was a good video, I hope. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys liked it, leave a comment. Tell me what matchups you want to see next. I'm going to cover the matchups that you guys write in the comments. I'm going to be focusing mostly on those. And then I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Peace out. Oh yeah, actually, before I leave, this is exactly what you never want to do. I should have covered this one, sorry. Because I remember this play. Just before leaving here. Look at this. This is great. I got an amazing trade on him. He's down 600 health. I didn't lose jack shit. This is the number one thing you cannot do. My E is in cooldown. The cooldown is still in working practice mode, or in this mode, but whatever. My E is in cooldown. You cannot, for any God's sake, ever get hooked with your E on cooldown. She will kill you. I have to flash away. I should have flashed earlier. I have to flash away. If he had flashed, I was dead. He could have flashed ultimated me. He could even just have ultimated you. I would have died. You cannot ever do that. It's a big mistake. I've messed up here. Sorry about that. Anyways, for this time, I'm actually out. Peace, boys.